my Cancers, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. I'm reading for September 14th through the 20th. I have done an overview. Let go and move on. Also, remember that I do post on Rumble, YouTube, and TikTok, so this is for entertainment purposes only. And as always, these are general readings, may or may not resonate. Take what you like and leave the rest. Sorry I wasn't here for the last couple of weeks. There were things going on that just could not be avoided, so I couldn't avoid them. So let's see what we have going on here for my Cancers. Higher power, Holy Spirit. What do you want to say to your lovely, lovely Cancers? Jupiter is in your sign, so it is good fortune for you, my Cancers, no matter. We did have that full moon, so there was a lot of emotional energy going on with that. That was what, the 7th, 8th? I'm doing this on the 8th, so there's a lot of really interesting stuff. But there is a protection over you, so just be aware of that. Now, that's not of the planets, that's of God, okay? When I talk about the planets, I'm talking about the influences in the world, but I'm not talking about what God is doing for you, because God is bigger than any and all of the rest, okay? So let's see, higher power, what do you want to say to your Cancers? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards, face down. These two are reversed, so they have a little more strength to them. Let me adjust that a little bit. And here we go. First card is the 2 of Winter. So you are at a time of decision and indecision at the same time. So 2 is about choices, deciding. It's also about partnering. Winter is your thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans, okay, hearing some news. So this is a time of which way do I go? It is also Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. Like I said, thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans. Also about hearing news. So part of this is you know what you're supposed to do, but you're kind of weighing your options. You're thinking, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Here we have, oh, look at that. There's some beautiful music. What is that? Oh, I know what the name of that is. But there is, there's this thought, and I'm kind of feeling with him because of what this is, a mandolin, no, lyre, anyway. Do I want, this is looking at something a little bit more creative. This is looking at something that's a little bit more enhancing, okay? So do I want to be more creative? Do I want to be more enhancing? Do I want to try a little bit more? So this could be maybe you're thinking about going back to school or going to school or going into some training. This is kind of like, do I want to increase my stressors? Do I want to increase the things that take up my time, but yet in the long run could actually pay off and be very, and can be worth, I don't want to say struggle, but I will say struggle, could be worth the struggle, okay? I don't know. So I feel like that's what our choices are all about. Indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. So that's, it's kind of like, do I go after, in some ways, my Cancers, this is kind of thinking, I've been pleasing so many other people. Do I go and do I try to please myself, and learn a little bit more, or try, or I feel like this is about taking classes. Do I take classes and put myself through a little bit of a struggle, but yet in the end it's worth it, or don't I? Okay, I don't know. I feel like this is that type of a thought processes. You tell me. I don't know. Anyway, next card is the Queen of Spring. Well, I love the Queen of Spring because she is actually the Queen of Fire. So the Queen's underlying energy is water. That's your energy. It's also Scorpio and Pisces, fluid, emotional, spiritual. But spring is our fire energy, and that is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. What I love, and passionate, burning, determined. What I love about the Queen of Spring is she spreads her wings and she goes after what it is that's going to make her happy. She's not being selfish. Do not think that she's being selfish, but she has waited so long and she has done so much for others. It's now time for her to enhance and or to go after what she wants to go after. I don't know. I don't know. There must be something very personal for this reading. Brilliant, loyal, talented, friendly. Believe in yourself, Cancers. Wonderful people want to help you. Maintain a balance between work and home life. So next card is, and this, when I talk about this being a class, it could also be a position or a career that you really want to go into, but it might disrupt, like it says, it might disrupt the work or the home life. Okay, it might disrupt, but it's something, it's like, oh, this has been my dream. I really want to do this. Okay, and the Queen of Spring is kind of like, believe in yourself. Do some things for yourself. Let's see what this card's all about. Reversed. The Nine of Autumn. Now this has popped up. I think this is the third time the Nine of Autumn has popped up in all of the readings. I've done Earth, Air, and now you're the end of my water readings. So 9 is a completion energy. Autumn is Earth energy or Pentacle energy. A Virgo, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Money, job, career. Home energy. The 9 of Autumn is seeing the fruits of your labor. The 9 of Autumns, I say it's kind of like the wish card, but instead of just wishing it, you're seeing your wishes come true. You're actually seeing, touching. They're becoming real to you, okay? So here we go. 9 of Autumn. Reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. So whatever this decision is, either way, it will be the right, whatever choice you make. And I kind of feel like it's you extending yourself a little bit more, like either starting that new job, starting that new promotion, going back or going to school. It's you taking a step outside of your comfort zone, and it looks like you will be successful as long as you keep at it, okay? Okay. So it is the start of something new. Could be. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. The 8 of Air. 8 is unlimited opportunities and possibilities. Air energy again. We've talked about that. It's connected to Shamuel. It's connected to the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man says you've got to look at things differently. Don't look at them on the surface, okay? So here we have this woman who believes herself to be trapped, and at the same time, the only thing keeping her trapped is her own doubt, and is her own confidence, and is her own fears. The illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action. Take responsibility for your life now. And again, goes with the Hanged Man says, you got to look at things differently. Now, one of the ways I say to look at it is whether or not there be reincarnation, we do not know at this point. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence to say that there is, but regardless, I am the only Debbie going through this life at this time. Now, yeah, we can go into dimensions, we can go into all of those other things, butterfly effect, but these are the choices that this Debbie made. So so when I see something like this, it's like, don't be afraid to live your life. Okay? Okay. Hope that makes sense to somebody out there. Anyway, let's see what Michael wants to say to our Cancers. Michael, what do you want to say to our Cancers? What lovely message. What message? Because Michael has been very protective of my Cancers. I started this 7 years ago. Yep, it's been 7 years since I started. And I've always felt Michael watching over many, many of my Cancers. So here we go. So this is about trying something. This is extending yourself, trying something new. Don't be afraid. Okay, I'm not telling you to quit your job though. So okay, here. Be a light to others. Oh my goodness, I feel Brenda here. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. Okay, let us see what we have here now. Crystal or energy For my Cancers, be a light to others. Shine your light. Okay, I don't feel like I should shuffle anymore. Here we go. Selenite. Oh, I have selenite, but I don't have it right here. Selenite is about psychic insight, blessings, fidelity, deep connection. So you might want to carry some selenite around with you, my Cancers. Anyway, but don't get it wet. Okay, my Cancers, please, please, please remember to watch Let Go, Move On. Also, if you're watching me on whatever platform, please do the thumbs, the hearts, whatever it is you're supposed to do. Please do that. As always, though, my Cancers, most important part, always know and remember, always realize you are loved. Stay shining. Be blessed. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.